Hello friends. The first step of performing any quantitative analysis or building any algorithmic trading system is to get data. Typically, Yahoo Finance has been the best source of getting data. So, for example, if you want to get uh, stock data for any stock, you will go and search for that stock in the Yahoo Finance, right? You will click on the ticker, and then you will go to the historical data section and try to see what was the open, high, low, close, adjusted close, and volume information for a given stock, right? Um, if you want to get data for more than 1 month, then you will go and change the time period here, and you will download the data in a CSV and work with that, right? So this is one way of getting data. However, as you can figure out, this is not a very efficient way, right? Because you have to open the website, you'll have to search for the ticker, then you'll have to wait for the page to be rendered, then you'll have to decide what time period you want to choose, and then download the data, right? So it's not a very optimum way, and using this method you can only do one stock at a time, right? So we want a programmatic way to extract this data. Okay. And this is where APIs come in really handy, right? So there are a lot of Python packages that provide you API. And what is API? So just think of API as a pipeline, right? A pipeline that is not visible. So for example, if I create a website, right, one way to access that website is to type in the URL and hit enter, and then wait for the web page to be rendered and then get the information, right? However, some websites provide, just think of it as a pipeline, right, by which you can connect to that pipe and get the data using a code or a script. That's a very high level explanation of API that I'm giving, but it's a good explanation. I want you to have that image, right? So there are a lot of Python libraries that help you get this information, right, using APIs. uh, when I created this course, I created a lecture video on Pandas data reader, right? Pandas data reader had been the most preferred source of getting data from Yahoo Finance and a number of sources using APIs, right? However, Pandas data reader has been now rendered useless because it has stopped supporting Yahoo Finance, right? So you cannot get Yahoo Finance data from Pandas data reader anymore. There had been significant changes in the Yahoo Finance API framework. As a result, Pandas data reader is no longer supporting Yahoo Finance data, right? So you can head over to the archive section where I have explained Pandas data reader. You can still use Pandas data reader to get data from Yahoo, but it is a bit challenging because you'll have to download earlier version of Pandas data reader, and to get earlier version of Pandas data reader you will have to get earlier version of Python and Spider and a host of other sources, right? So it's quite a painful thing to get Pandas data reader to work, but still, if you're interested, head over to the archive section where you can still have the earlier lecture videos that I made on Pandas data reader, right? However, now we have a better source to get data from Yahoo, and that is Y Finance, right? So Y Finance is a new library that was created. It was created as a fix to kind of get around the problems with Pandas data reader, but now this library has become pretty much the most favored library to get data from Yahoo, right? So installing Y Finance is pretty straightforward. Just search for Y Finance GitHub page, and you will come into this GitHub page, right? Very straightforward. Like, if you want to install it, where is installation? Yeah, so simple pip install finance upgrade no cache dir, or you can use Conda to install it, right? These are the requirements that you need. You want the Python version to be more than 2.7 or above, which is obviously the case. So these are the requirements. I'm pretty sure every one of you have these requirements. Just check what is the version that you have for these libraries. I'm pretty sure you would be having these requirements already met, right? Uh, this is option. You may or may not install Pandas data reader. If you install Pandas data reader, then the version has to be more than zero point 0.4. Okay, so just install Y Finance, and in the next lecture video we'll get into how you can Use Y Finance to extract data. Thanks a lot.